All right, so in lesson 5.10, our topic is writing equations to represent subtraction. So in the following problem, I want you to draw to show the problem and then write a number sentence, then solve. So on the line down here, this is where we're going to write our number sentence. Okay. All right, so here's the situation. Franco has 53 crayons. He gives some crayons to Courtney. Now Franco has 38 crayons. How many crayons did Franco give to Courtney? So again, he had 53 crayons. He gave some crayons to Courtney, and now he has 38. So I want you to go ahead and draw a problem to show that. Pause the video while you're solving this, and then restart. All right, so 53 minus some amount equals 638. All right, so that's our number sentence. Now, what picture could we draw? Well, you'll remember from our last lesson when we were doing problem solving with to represent subtraction problems, we know that the fact that he has 38, I'm going to say he has 38, plus the amount he gave away, I mean, that he gave away to Courtney, has to add up to 53. So I'm going to, just for a note to myself, this box here is going to be the amount of crayons given to Courtney plus the amount that he still has to add up to 53. Okay, so let's look at something here. A minus something equals 3. If I take the difference and subtract it from the amount I have, that should tell me this missing number. So 8 take away 3 is 5. 8 take away 5 is 3, right? So when we have a subtraction problem, we know that this answer is related to subtracting 38. So we can do this. 53 minus the amount that he still has will tell me how many he gave away. So I can't take 8 ones from 3 ones. So I have 13 ones, take away 8 now, and that's 5. And 4 tens take away 3 tens is 1 10. So 15. So he gave 15 crayons to Courtney. All right, let's look at page 266. All right, so you can write a number sentence to show a problem, and we just did that in the previous problem. Now, Liza has 65 postcards. She gives 24 postcards to Wesley. How many postcards does Liza have now? So this is what we have to find out, right? How many does she have now? She started with 65. She gave away 64. Well, if I subtract those two, that'll tell me how many she has now after giving away 24. So it's basically 65 minus 24, right? So Liza has 41 postcards. I can take 4 ones from 5 ones, that gives me 1, and 6 tens, take away 2 tens is 4. So that's what we're basically doing here. We're just writing the equation, a number sentence for these problems. There were 32 birds in the trees. Then 18 birds flew away. How many birds are in the tree now? So we have to figure out how many birds are still in the tree. There were 32 in the tree. 18 birds flew away. So 32 minus the 18 that flew away will tell me how many are left in the tree. So 32 minus 18. I can't take 8 from 2 ones, so we need to regroup. 12 ones take away 8 ones, 4 ones, right? And 2 tens take away 1 10 is 1 10. So there are still 14 birds in the tree, or in the trees. Number 2, Carla read 43 pages in her book. Joe read 32 pages in his book. How many more pages did Carla read than Joe? How many more? Okay, so remember, this is that comparison problem, right? So 43, I'm just going to say Carla, and Joe read 32. So we have to find out the gap in between them. How many more? So 43 minus 32 equals how many more? Okay, technically this is a problem we can do in our head because we don't have to regroup. The reason we don't have to regroup, we have 3 ones and we have to take away 2 ones. You can do that. That's just one left, right? And 4 tens take away 3 tens. Again, that's 1 10. So Carla read 11 more pages. 267. Write a number sentence for the problem. Use a square for the missing number, then solve. Number 3. There were 40 ants on a rock. Some ants moved to the grass. Now there are 26 ants on the rock. How many ants moved to the grass? All right, so there were 40 ants. There are now 26 ants. So 40 ants minus the 26 that are still on the rock will tell me how many moved. Okay, well, 40 minus 26. I could use the method where we're counting up to find it. So 26 plus 4 is 30, right? 26 plus 4 is 30. And 30 plus 10 is 40. So 14 ants. Okay. So what we did was we went 26 plus 4, 30. 30 plus 10, 40. 10 plus 4 is 14. So there were 14 ants. If we regrouped, 10 take away 6 is 4. 3 tens take away 2 tens. 1 10. Number 4. Keisha had a bag of ribbons. She took 29 ribbons out of the bag. Then there were 17 ribbons still in the bag. How many ribbons were in the bag to start? All right, so she took 29 ribbons out. So she took out 29, leaving 17. 17 ribbons still in the bag. So what we have to find out is how many we started with. Well, you remember that we said that a subtraction problem is the opposite of subtraction is addition. So 29 plus 17 will tell me how much I had originally. So 29 plus 17. Because I can show that using a picture. Okay, right? If they're side by side, 17 in bag, 29 remove from the bag. So if you remove 29 and there's still 17 in the bag, combined have to add up to what I started with. So I can add 9 plus 7, 16 ones, and 2 tens plus 1 10 plus another 10 is 4 tens. So there were 46 ribbons to start. All right, number 5. There are 50 bees in a hive. Some bees fly out. If fewer than 20 bees are still in the hive, how many bees could have flown out? There's fewer than 20. Well, let's see. So how many bees could have flown out? We know that there are 50 bees. Some bees fly out. So basically we have 50 minus something has to equal less than 20. Well, so I can have 19, 18, 17, 16, right? Left. So 50 minus 20 is 30, correct? But 50 minus 30 is not less than 20. So I need at least one more. 50 minus 20 is 30, but I need 50 minus 30 is not less than 20, right? So I can't be 30. How about 31? Can I take 1 from nothing? No, so I'm going to have to regroup. 10 ones take away 1 is 9 ones. And 4 tens take away 3 tens is 1 10. It's 19. So how many bees could have flown out? 31. So 31 or more bees flew out. Again, why did I subtract 20? Because that would give me, if 50 take away 20 is 30. So I know there had to be at least 30 bees that flew out. But if I subtract 30, that gives me 20. And the question said fewer than 20 bees are still. So we had to have more than 30 bees leave the hive. Okay. All right, page 268. Brendan made this number line to find the difference. What was he subtracting from 100? Okay, so he started at 100, took away 20. So let's minus 20, minus 20. 80 take away 60 is 20, minus 3. So let's combine these. 20 plus 20 plus 3. Those were our 3 jumps, right? Well, 20 and 20, that's 40. 20, 30, 40 plus 3, 43. 100. What was he subtracting from 100? He was subtracting 43. So he took away 43. And number 7. There are 52 pictures on the wall. 37 are wildcats and the rest are birds. How many pictures are birds? 37 wildcats, 52 total. So use the numbers and the symbols on the tiles to complete the number sentence for the problem. So we know that we started with 52. If we subtract 37, that'll tell us how many birds there are. So 52 minus 37 equals, okay, what is 52 minus 37? 15. So there's 15 birds. Okay, we didn't use 25. 25 is there. If you don't regroup and show that you regroup the tens, you would get 25, which would be the incorrect answer. Could we add? We could add. We could say 37 plus 15 equals 52. Okay. So the only number we can't use, or only tile we can't use is 25. Okay. So it depends on which method you used. Okay. All right. So that's it for lesson 5.10. So until our next lesson, I will see you soon.